standing on chairs or what?
No, that's where I know you from.
Exactly.
Yeah. Last interview we did standing on chairs.
Alright, so you travel all over the world. What's your favorite thing about playing in the Bay Area? Like, what do you love about playing in the Bay Area?
In playing in San Francisco, the crowd knows their music. Even though we're not in San Francisco right now, we're in Oakland, and that's just for all the Oakland people that would get pissed at me for mixing them up. I just think the crowd here really knows their music. It doesn't matter if I play really underground tracks or stuff from my album, everyone's singing the words. They seem to be very well connected with dance music, and I love that.
Heard that before.
Yeah, we've got Nervo here. In the background.
Say hello.
Two Aussie girls. Let's say hello. Jump in the interview.
Hi.
Yeah.
It's the Aussie invasion. My parents don't call it DJing, they call it disc jockey.
They go disc jockey.
Yeah.
That's how far that way it is.
So for the record, these two girls kick ass.
We pay him very well.
Yeah.
Awesome. So
And they've told me they're working with me, so this is on video now.
We are. Don't worry, we will.
We are doing it.
Okay.
perfect.
Back to your interview.
Where were we? Oh yeah, so dad was like, you know, you're 16, you're not meant to go off to a different city and play music in a club. So I told him I was staying at a friend's house, went to the airport and flew and played a show to 2,000 people in a different city and came back and went to school.
That is So on to Shooting Stars, the feedback for that was absolutely incredible. It's obvious that you put your entire heart and soul into the making of it. Can you explain some of the influences and experiences that helped to shape that?
Yeah, the album took me 2 years to write, not because usually I can write a track in 48 hours if I want. I wrote a song with BT. I was at his place last week and we smashed out a song in 48 hours. But the album, I put so much into it because I wanted it to be. I probably wrote 30 to 40 songs that were potential Shooting Stars tracks and culled it down to the tracks that are finally on the album. So there was a lot of writing that went on and a lot of music that didn't make the album, and it was just because it was my second album and I wanted it to be incredible. I needed it to be everything that I could possibly show in dance music. You know, there's everything from house to dubstep influenced stuff. There's breaks, there's chill out, there's movie score kind of sound stuff on there. So I needed it to be diverse, and yeah, I really did put everything into that album. I'm very happy with how it went.
Well, not a moment wasted. It's incredible.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
So that being said, if someone had never heard of you and I wanted to make them an Insta fan, which track of yours would you suggest that they listen to? What song do you think really sums you up as an artist?
I think that's an impossible question to answer because I can't be summed up in a song. I write stuff. I'm working on this new project now with a bunch of bands, and it's really influenced by what I was into years ago before I was into dance music. I can't say too much about it yet, but I couldn't sum up my taste in music in one song. It's impossible. But the thing that people seem to know me by is my song Acting Crazy.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite to start with. It's very catchy. Sarah Howes has a great voice and everyone seems to grab that one quickly. So if you wanted to make an Insta fan, maybe play them Acting Crazy, but there's stuff that's a lot deeper and a lot more meaningful.
Shoeless, but do you have any other pre-show rituals or anything else that anybody doesn't really know about that you do? Yeah,
well,
check out the shoes.
I don't wear shoes when I play, and that blew Armin's mind. About 2 weeks ago I played a show, I played at State of Trance in Kiev, and Armin was going, "What, man, you don't wear shoes?" Couldn't grasp the concept, but yeah, it's my thing. I think when I first started DJing, I used to always wear shoes, and then I played a show in Utrecht in Holland to 25,000 people or something, and I got nervous, and I don't usually get nervous, but I did. And someone said, "Take your shoes off, you'll feel more comfortable." So I took my shoes off, and the set went great. So now I just take my shoes off everywhere.
That's awesome. Do you know who the person was, or just some random?
I think it was my manager at the time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So they're to be accredited with that.
Yeah.
Cool. Despite having the talent and skills necessary, like to succeed, like musically in the industry, what is needed, like mental or otherwise, to like survive really?
I think to truly survive as a long-term artist, you need to be an actual artist. And I'm going to say this. I always say this, and it's my new thing. I'm totally dead sick of people that have ghostwriters and that don't write their own music. I can't stand it. I think it's wrong, because if I was a painter, I wouldn't let someone paint a picture for me and then I sign my name on the bottom. Like, that's just, imagine what the fans would think if they heard that, you know, like, oh yeah, this is my picture, everyone, check it out, I'm the man. Wait a minute, you didn't paint that? Like, you're not an artist. And I'm serious about that. Like, so I went to university, I studied 4 years of writing music, I played piano and drums, and I've learned to write my own music. And I think that there's a lot of guys, like someone I really look up to is BT. Look at him, he stayed in the spotlight for, you know, years and years and years and years and years. He's been around, and every song, every record he releases is just better and better and better, and he writes it all himself. And that's what I aspire to do with my career as well. I don't need people to write music for me. I don't want that.
That's good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you do very well at it.
Yeah, thank you. Trying.
So Global Sound System has a huge weekly following. What can you attribute that success to, and why did you decide to start a radio show?
The radio show was something I wanted to do for a long time, and it's just like everyone else starts a radio show. I wanted to be able to reach people around the world that I don't usually get to play to every week, because you can only be one person. I can be in one city at one time, and so Global Sound System lets me get new music out to everyone across the world, and all of my fans every week they can download 2 hours of music from me. And also one thing I noticed is that there's a lot of new producers, you know, kids who aren't signed to a record label and who aren't going to get the opportunity to be signed, because it's such a tough industry to make it in. You know, you can make a really good song and it can be great and you can send it to the right label, but because it's just the timing isn't right or whatever, no one hears it. It goes missing, and that happened to me for a long time at the start of my career. So what I like about Global Sound System is I get a lot of kids sending me music from all over the world that aren't signed to record labels, and I can play the music on the show and get the music heard to, you know, thousands and thousands of people around the world.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of a tough one. Everybody seems to have like an opinion on like the evolution of EDM and like it going more mainstream. More specifically, trance turning into Trouse. She said earlier.
Trouse.
Trouse. Just got our headphones in.
Yeah, they're all busy now.
What is your opinion? Like, where do you see it going? Like, how do you feel about the evolution like thus far, and where do you see it going in the near future? Because I mean, you're going to be around for a while, so.
Fingers crossed. That's a really hard question. You know, music evolves, it changes. Look at these new guys that just like out of the blue, Skrillex, bang, what a legend. Love his music. It's just kick ass, and he has this, like, sure, dubstep was around for a long time, but then Skrillex came out and made it fucking cool. Excuse my language. And I'm a huge fan, and you just never know. Like, I'm sure that with house, with trance, with techno, with all these genres, some kid is just going to come out of the blue and he's going to go, I've got an idea, I'm going to make this track sound like this, and for some reason the whole world loves it. It just catches on. And so I can't really tell you from the short time that I've been in the music industry. I've seen so many changes. I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly where it's headed or what's going to happen, but my goal is to you know, always just challenge myself in the studio and make sure that every song that I write is better than the last and is different, is unique. And you know, one thing I'm not into is staying the same. Like, I get a lot of sometimes I get a lot of haters because I used to make trance records and now I'm making stuff that's house and making stuff that's everything. And they like, you know, why are you changing your style, tyDi? But it's like, go back to the painting analogy. Am I going to paint the same picture of the beach? Should I paint beaches?
You're evolving as an artist.
Evolving as an
Perfect.
artist. Yeah.
Evolving as an artist.
So yeah, anyway, like I would get bored doing the same thing. So I'm always going to write different genres, and stuff of it is going to be underground. Some of it's going to be pop. And if I'm going to get haters because I've gone pop in one record and then I do an underground one and someone else goes, oh, that's too underground. Like, I don't care about genres, and I don't care about, I'm an artist. I write what I want, and I think that's important. Yeah.
What can we expect to hear from you tonight? Like,
I'm playing a short set tonight. All of the DJs are playing an hour and 10 minutes, which is a weird amount of time.
it is, isn't it?
Nervo just kicked ass out there. You guys.
I mean, is Fetty playing longer or
Everyone's playing an hour and 10.
an hour and 10?
Yeah.
I don't like an hour and 10. I like playing more.
It's an awkward amount of time.
It is awkward.
Yeah. You know, we played 30 minutes in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was
That's
your
what,
what was
30
your
minutes?
shortest set? We played 30 minutes.
The shortest I've done is probably a 50-minute set.
Yeah. It was kind of like funny.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, what do you? So yeah, I'm playing an hour and 10 minutes. So I'm probably gonna play a lot of my own tracks because I think that the people that are here to see me want to hear stuff that I wrote.
Absolutely.
Which I don't know. Like, I'm excited about that, but I wish I could play stuff that they haven't heard yet.
Did your voice just crack?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm just going through puberty now. My voice is dropping.
Right on.
No,
Awesome.
but yeah, no, I'm gonna smash out a lot of tracks from Shooting Stars, some killer remixes that aren't released yet,
Perfect.
and there'll be a few surprises in there. So
Any tracks you're like sweet on at the moment that we can expect to hear? Or?
yeah, there's a new remix that Tom, I can't speak properly. Are we gonna play him this champagne?
I'll have some more.
Yeah. Tom Fall did this killer remix of my track Greater Heights that I wrote with Tanisha and Jennifer Renee. And I think that's going to blow up tonight, so
Awesome.
fingers crossed.
Well, can't wait to hear your set.
Thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you.
And the wristband.
Yeah.
In every
Check this
beat
out.
we are closer.
Match for twins.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. All right.
Alright.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Does that mean like, if every beat we are closer, does that mean guys that play like hard style, that
They're just, like, super close?
They're even closer than us because they're playing like, 180 BPM.
I mean, it might.
Yeah.
There's like group hugs.
I think you need to change your slogan.
Blame that guy.